In Labyrinth City adventurer Nick is abruptly kicked from his team by his mentor Argus, followed by his girlfriend Claudine dumping him. Disillusioned, Nick develops an otaku lifestyle around teen idol Agate. To fund this lifestyle, Nick returns to adventuring but requires a new team. By chance at an inn he shares a table with sorceress Tiana, ex-priest Zem and dragon girl Curran, all disillusioned over something. Tiana is a magical prodigy jilted by her jealous fiancé, causing her to become a gambling addict and fail to become an adventurer because her glaring eyes scare away potential teammates. Zem used to be a healer priest until he rejected the advances of a young village girl. Angered, she accused him of R, leading to his expulsion from the priesthood. He decided to become an adventurer, but freed from his vow of chastity has become a drunken womanizer. Curran merely explains someone she trusted stole something from her. The four drink together over their shared inability to trust people. Nick realizes they will remain disillusioned unless they do something about it and suggests they form a team together. At the guild, Nick learns Curran is famous for being sole survivor of a team that attempted a C-rank labyrinth and all died. Nick decides to name their new team the Survivors. As each team member has trust issues, they set up rules that make it impossible to access team wages unless all four agree. As a new team, they start at the G rank and must defeat 2 G rank labyrinths to be promoted. Tiana accidentally shoots a spell at Curran, damaging their already fragile trust and causing resentment. They reach the dungeon boss, a giant slime, which Tiana recklessly kills alone, covering everyone in slime and increasing Curran's resentment. As a team-building exercise, Nick asks everyone to reveal their strengths and weaknesses. Tiana apologizes to Curran by revealing she is weak against fire and close combat, at which Curran excels, restoring some trust. At the next dungeon, they face an intelligent, magic-resistant ogre and Curran is able to trust Tiana to protect her while she kills the ogre. Everyone begins to feel closer, until Nick accidentally causes Curran to drop and smash an important charm from her bag. In the past, Curran served the human she believed would become the hero, Kalios. Curran was swindled by a merchant, but Kalios exposed the crime and forced him to give Curran the necklace, which she treasured. Kalios eventually betrayed her and stole her Dragon King gem, a jewel sacred to the Dragon King she was tasked to keep safe for her whole life. After failing to track Kalios, she gave up, until she encountered Fifth, an adventurer so strong he had permission to enter labyrinths alone. He was also a notorious food enthusiast, and even though they only spoke once, he inspired Curran, causing her to return to adventuring. In the present, Nick attempts to buy a new necklace to apologize, but Agate, a friend of Nick's from before her idol career, suggests he simply continue to be Curran's friend. Curran, who truly is not upset about the necklace, is just happy her life is better than before. The 4 party members realize they are becoming popular at the guild and celebrate. The guild abruptly hires them to explore a dungeon rumored to contain the Holy Sword of Bonds. They enter the Labyrinth of Bonds and locate the sword, which possesses intelligence and explains he can only be wielded by people with strong bonds of friendship. Sword is disappointed, they plan to sell him. Removing sword activates a golem made of liquid nanomachines that cannot be damaged. Nick manages to activate Sword's blade, yet Sword is confused. Nick's friendship bonds aren't strong enough to activate him fully. Nick falls to a lower floor and Curran rescues him. Curran explains to Nick she kept the necklace to remind her of Kalios, but it kept her stuck in the past, so Nick breaking it helped her move on. Their reconciliation fully activates Sword, fusing them into one body. With their combined power, the golem is destroyed. They give Sword to the guild for the bounty, only to reveal it was a weaker copy from a nearby storeroom, and Sword, now calling himself Bond, has joined their team as an androgynous young man. Bond is disappointed their team bylaws prevent them interfering with each other's hobbies, so they always split up to celebrate on payday. Tiana invites Bond to accompany her since he doesn't have his own hobby yet. The survivors all dream of the lives they had before. In particular, Tiana dreams of her academy instructor whose career she accidentally ruined through her own ambition, and Nick dreams of his ex, Claudine. Their dreams turn out to be unintentionally caused by Kazuna's telepathy. While monster hunting, Kazuna reveals he contains the sword skills of all his past wielders. While at a restaurant with Curran and Kazuna, Nick spots Claudine, a known con artist, try to take a young man's money using the same con she once used on Nick. Claudine leaves after Nick exposes her. Claudine later provokes a fight between Nick and her party leader Leon, leader of the Iron Tigers. However, in private, Leon reveals to Nick he will soon dump Claudine as she has made him rich, but her cons draw too much attention. He also congratulates Nick on forming the Survivors Party, as he assumes Nick is conning them for their money. Nick beats him up for even suggesting he would betray his first real friends. The guild leader breaks them up as a street brawl is beneath career adventurers. Instead, Leon challenges Nick to the traditional mathematics bare-knuckle battle. It is explained bare-knuckle mathematics involves 10 rounds of brawling. Nick and Leon fight while Curran and Claudine solve maths questions to end each round. Whoever gets the most questions correct earns their fighter a free punch to their opponent. Curran panics as she is bad at maths. Zem learns that the Iron Tigers plan to cheat using their party member Beg. During round 1 and 2, Curran loses to Claudine, so Nick is punched twice. The other survivors cannot locate Beg anywhere. Curran loses the third round, so Nick is punched again. The survivors suspect Beg is waiting for the later rounds. To force him to appear, Tiana suggests they answer all the questions in one go, even though if Curran loses, Nick would be punched 7 times. Guildmaster Vilma agrees, so Claudine uses telepathy crystals to get the correct answers from Beg. Beg is caught by the survivors, who also expose Claudine's telepathy crystal. The Iron Tigers are arrested and Claudine cries, revealing she never wanted to be a criminal and hates who she has become. Curran is happy she learned maths because she can now identify bargains on restaurant menus.